Welcome to the channel. I'm Hayes. I talk movies all day. Sometimes I talk about games. So subscribe right now if you want to be entertained. And today I want to do another reaction. This time it is God of War Ragnarok. This was shown at the PlayStation Showcase last night as I'm recording this. And here's the thing, I've played most God of War games. I say I've enjoyed most of them as well. The last God of War from 2018, I really enjoyed. One of my favorite games on the PlayStation 4. But this is the sequel to that, God of War Ragnarok from Cory Barlog, who consistently denies on Twitter this game even exists. Big up to Cory Barlog. But so yeah, here's the thing, I feel like I'd want to play this game. I feel like I don't need to watch a trailer to get me excited to play this game. I'd want to play this game. I think what's really going to come down to for me is this game going to be worth buying a PlayStation 5 for? It's not whether I want to play it or not. I want to play it. I don't have a PlayStation 5. I would want to get a PlayStation 5 at some point, but am I going to be buying a PlayStation 5 when God of War Ragnarok comes out, or am I going to be buying a PS5 many years down the future when a whole bunch of games have come out and they've all been discounted, or am I never going to buy a PlayStation 5 because, reasons? Let's see if this trailer can convince me one way or the other. One thing I'll say about God of War games I've played, by the way, is that the music is epic. Like the background music is just, it's so just, every time it just, whoever's doing the music in these God of War games, big up to you. Like it's every time it's just so, just a few notes and you're already like, flipping hell, man.
The prophecies say Fimbulwinter leads to Ragnarok.
Atreus' voice is different. I don't know if they've changed the actor or if they've just, because he's supposed to be older now, so puberty and whatever. But it's a nice touch.
We gotta find him.
I don't know, maybe it's my eyes playing tricks on me. Maybe it's because it's been a while since I played the last God of War game, and maybe kind of rose tinted glasses a little bit. But I would say that graphically it does look similar to the God of War 2018 game. But like I said, it's been a while since I played that, and sometimes when you play a game, right, how it looks and how you see it, right, could be completely different. So perhaps that's just like me remembering it different, but right now, to my eyes, it does look very similar, if not the same. Even, I mean, it's not a bad thing, by the way, because God of War was a really impressively looking game on the PlayStation 4. So, and this, I guess, would be a relatively early PS5 game. I'm not sure if it's coming to PS4 as well, by the way. I should probably double check that, because I know some games are doing both. I'm not sure if this is one of them, but anyway, looks like Kratos has got all his weapons, by the looks of it, so maybe this is later in the game where you maybe regain, because they do that thing where sometimes you lose your weapons in the beginning of the game, you have to regain them. They did that with God of War 2. You lost everything right at the beginning of the game, you have to regain your weapons throughout. So perhaps this is later in the game after he's regained some of his weapons, or maybe just start off with all your weapons and then you just stay in the game like that, maybe get some more stuff later on. Guess we'd have to wait to find out. But either way, at some point, whether in the beginning, the middle, or the end, at some point in the game, you get your weapons and you carry around, was it Myrmir's head? Because why not carry around a severed head? Oh, these guys are back, cool.
War is not the only way.
From my understanding of Norse mythology, and I'm not going to claim to be any kind of expert at all, like, if expert is there, my knowledge is probably like, down there somewhere, right? But I feel like I remember reading somewhere that Ragnarok is a war, right? It's a war that happened, and then afterwards, it's a war that happens after the warriors, or the greatest warriors die. So are they trying to prevent a war by possibly starting a war? Or maybe I should probably double check what Ragnarok was, because they might be talking about preventing war anyway.
Stop thinking like a father for a moment and start thinking like a general.
No!
Stop thinking like a father, start thinking like a general.
Are you a calm and reasonable person?
Okay.
In moments of crisis, panic does nothing.
In moments of crisis, panic does nothing. Big man.
You'll get your answers soon enough. Well, some of them.
So yeah, that was a pretty cool trailer. I like that. I like that a lot. Definitely piqued my interest a little bit more than I was already interested in playing this game anyway. Yeah, I might have to. If it's not coming to PlayStation 4, then I might have to put some monies away, because yeah, that is looking pretty epic. But yeah, I'm gonna have to look up what Ragnarok was. I'm pretty sure I remember reading something about it being a war or something to it being after. Is it after a war or during the war? I don't know. I'd have to look it up. Maybe put it on the screen. Whatever it is, looks like they're trying to prevent Ragnarok, and possibly the only way to prevent Ragnarok is by starting a war. And it looks like Kratos don't want to go to. No, I mean he was the God of War. He's been through all of that. If we play the first game, like the whole thing about him praying to Ares to give him victory over the enemies, and then he was doing Ares' bidding that led him to killing his own family, his own daughter and wife. So Kratos has been through a lot, all right? It looks like in these later games, since like the 2018 one, Kratos is trying to be more of a, the guy in those in those action movies, he's retired. But they keep bringing him back out of retirement because he's the best at what he does. It feels like that kind of thing. He doesn't want to be involved with the war and the killing and everything else, but it's just everything around him just keeps leading him back to that. Every time I get out, I think he's pulling me back in. That's what it kind of feels like at times. Like he doesn't really want to be doing it. He just kind of wants to leave that behind him. But his circumstances and everything about who he is and who he was, and then who Atreus is and what he knows about what that can lead to, just keeps leading him back to these situations where there is killing, there is fighting, there is bloodshed. And as much as he doesn't want a war, is a war inevitable? Is it just one of these things that you just cannot prevent no matter what? I guess that's what the game is going to answer. Well, supposedly, maybe not. Maybe that's not. Maybe they don't answer that in God of War Ragnarok. Maybe they answer that in God of War, I don't know, Ragnar Mountain. Like I don't. We'll have to wait and see to find out, as always. But I would say for now that was a cool trailer. Definitely, like I said, I'd want to play it anyway. But yeah, after watching that, I'm thinking preferably sooner rather than later. So, did it say when this game was coming out? By the way. All right, no, it didn't. It didn't. Okay, so I think I did see 2022 somewhere in the worldwide interweb. So 2022 is a whole 365 days or whatever. So sometime during that period, possibly, unless it gets delayed, because that could happen. But in any case, whenever it's out, yeah, I might have to put some monies away for this one. So that's what I think of the God of War Ragnarok trailer. What do you think of the God of War Ragnarok trailer? Let me know down below. And while you're there, be sure to like, subscribe, and drop a suggestion if you don't mind.